Hello everybody, Creeping Creeper 22 here, and in today's video we will be talking about two subjects which I admire dearly, Dead by Daylight and Five Nights at Freddy's, specifically Springtrap being put in Dead by Daylight and what his abilities should be. Now before talking about Springtrap's ability, we need to get something understood on the way I thought about this. Springtrap, which first debuted in Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Five Nights at Freddy's 3, the plan that Scott Cawthon, the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, had in mind with Five Nights at Freddy's 3 was to create panic. Hey guys, I made a mistake. Actually, when he created Five Nights at Freddy's 3, he created it. When he created it, he wanted to make you feel dread. It was Five Nights at Freddy's 2 that he created that he wanted to feel panic. Hence the reason why there's 11 animatronics. But I still don't feel like that necessarily takes away what I meant, which is that Dead by Daylight would work better, or Springtrap would work better in Dead by Daylight if he created a panic within the survivors. Alright, back to old Creeping Creeper. Just wanted to fix that up because I realized that I made that mistake now, so I'm fixing that up now. He wanted you to always be panicking, always looking around, always having to keep on guard and make sure you had everything under control. And so that's what I try to do with his abilities. The only version of Springtrap and Dead by Daylight that I've seen that actually got a lot of views was this one made by these creators that gave him like an axe, and like his ability was like he turned like into like a shadow. He like track people, and I personally feel like that doesn't encapsulate who Springtrap or what the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise is or does as a whole. So I decided, okay, let me try to do this. Let me try to think about how can I put Springtrap in Dead by Daylight in a way that makes sense for him, for Dead by Daylight, and for the Five Nights at Freddy's as a whole. And so that's what my attempt was here. To start off, let's talk about what his primary attack, his movement speed, and just stuff like that, like his simple stuff should be. So I feel like Springtrap wouldn't use a weapon. I feel like he would simply have a swipe attack where he raises up his hand and he just swipes, not like a punch, literally just raises up his hand and just swipes at you as hard as he can. And I feel like that should be his regular hit. And his movement speed, I feel like should be the average. Nothing too fast, nothing too slow, just in the middle. So maybe 4.4 meters per second or something around there. I think that is a fair speed. And the first ability that I have decided to give to Springtrap is called Spring Lock. And how this works is when everyone spawned into the map for the first time, there will be 4 Spring Lock suits across the map just laying there, but they'll be in half. So the legs of the Spring Lock suit will be standing up, and the body will be right next to it, slouched down. Like the upper body will be slouched down right next to it. And so how this works is for Springtrap is when he downs a survivor, he can put that survivor in a spring lock suit, which takes, I think, around 10 seconds. I think that's fair. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you think it should be shorter or longer. But I came up with 10 seconds. It should take 10 seconds so he can down a survivor. He'll have to grab him and bring him to the suit, and then he'll have to put him in the suit, which can take 10 seconds. And for the survivor, when they do have the suit on, they cannot run, and they cannot do any conspicuous action. So no gens, no healing, no opening gates, nothing like that. They cannot do anything like that. All they can basically do is walk and crouch. But if the survivor, if another survivor is near them, that survivor will be able to take that suit off of them, taking, I think, about 15 seconds. Once again, that's debatable. If you disagree, put in the comments, say, hey, I think it should be 5 seconds or 10 seconds, or maybe you think it should be more. Maybe it should be 20 seconds in your opinion. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But I chose 15 seconds because I feel like it should be longer than how long it takes for a Springtrap to put the suit on, but not too much. So I put 15 seconds, and they can take off the suit, and any progress made will stay there. So let's say, and it'll be an animation where like you'll take off the head, you'll take off the arm, you'll take off the upper body. So what will happen is, let's say you're like 25% done, and it's only the head off. That head won't come back on once if they stop. So let's say you get 50% done, you will stay at 50% no matter what. That will not go down. So you won't have to worry about losing progress if you're trying to do it slowly, like slowly take off one thing. Then you see Springtrap, so your survivor friend runs away, then he comes back. So they can keep on doing that, no problem. And like I said, Springtrap can't hit you. The only time he'll be able to hit you is once the suit is all the way off. Now, with that being said, there will be if you have the Springlock suit on you, there will be a circle, almost like the pig, how she has that circle that starts ticking when you like do stuff. The way Springtrap will work is is based on movement. Because if you read the books or you know the games, the spring lock suit, how they work is it's both animatronic and a wearable suit. And what happens is they move all the animatronic parts against the walls of the suit so that someone can fit in it. But if you move too much, if you do even water, if it gets too moist, the animatronic parts will come back together and crushing whatever is inside, bones, meat, muscle, all that does nothing. All that will be destroyed if this animatronic parts come back together. So you'll have a limit to how much you can move. You cannot move too much because the more you move, the more that circle fills up. And if that circle fills up all the way, you are dead. No if, and or but. If that circle fills up because of too much movement, you are dead guaranteed, and you cannot escape the trial with the suit on. Now, if you were saying Creepin' Creeper, you said this was supposed to be panic. I don't think a suit is that much panic. Here's where the panic comes in, which is his second ability, which you can almost think of as Nemesis's zombies. Like, it works like Nemesis's zombies, but Five Nights at Freddy's fan will know who these are. They're the Phantoms. And how the Phantoms will work is there are 6 of them. There's Phantom Freddy, Foxy, Mangle, Balloon Boy, Chica, and the Puppet. Now, out of the 6, 4 of them cannot injure you. They won't be able to hurt you in any way, shape, or form, but they will give you a status effect as a survivor. And we will start with Phantom Balloon Boy. Phantom Balloon Boy, what he will do is he'll be sitting on at least 3 generators at a time. And he'll be sitting on top of it, he'll be having his legs dangling, so you'll be able to see him. And if you decide, okay, I need to do this generator, what will happen is he will jump scare you, and you will be hit with the oblivious status effect for 15 seconds. And in that time, once you get jump scared, Springtrap will be notified through sound, and it won't last too long, but it will let him know, okay, there's someone over here. Next is Chica. I try to make it work the best I could, but this is the best I could come up with. If you guys have any better ideas, please leave them in the comments because I would really love to hear them. But what I did for Chica is I had her walking. She'll always be walking around. So you'll be doing generator, you will see her just walking and chilling. And even if you go right up to her, she will not do anything until someone is healing. If you are anywhere on the map and you start healing, she will run towards you. She'll make a mad dash straight for you. And let's say you're healing, but you stop healing, she'll stop. So she'll be running, you stop healing, she'll stop chasing you. Or she's run after you and you get done healing, she'll stop chasing after you once you're done healing. And it's only if you are healing, she will start chasing after you. And if she gets you, she will take 25% of your healing away automatically, guaranteed. And of course, it'll be hit with a jump scare. And as I said before, jump scare means Springtrap will get notified by it. I think we'll just do a sound cue. So Springtrap will just be notified by a sound cue that someone has been jump scared. Now, this might be the scariest one, but I think this could be the coolest one. And this is Foxy. Which what I decided to do is because Foxy is known to be running, always running for some reason. All the games he's jumping, he's leaping, he's running, like he's always the fast one of the group. So what I did is I implemented that. So what I chose is he will be same thing as Chica. He'll be walking around the map. But if you get too close to him or he sees you, it'll be like a line of sight. So if he's facing a certain direction and you walk in front of him, he will see you. Or let's say you're kind of far away, but it's an open area and you walk in front of him, that will still count as him seeing you. He will chase after you. And if he starts chasing after you, there is no escape. He's gonna get you no matter what, which I like because that's that point of the panic. It makes you feel that panic, but don't worry, he's not going to do anything too serious. Once he does get you and jump scare you, he will hit you with the exhausted status effect. So, because he loves to run. And now we'll move on to Phantom Puppet, which what Phantom Puppet will do is she will be in lockers. I don't know how many lockers she should be in at one point in time, but she will be in a locker. So no matter what, there is one locker in the map and she is in it. And if you enter that locker, you will get jump scared and then you'll get hit with the exposed status effect for, as I said, I don't really know time frames yet. I would love to hear recommendations in the comments, whether that's 10 seconds, 5 seconds, 30 seconds. If you're gonna go crazy, say, hey, make it a minute long, cool. Just to let me know in the comments, and we'll figure it out. Everyone in the comments, everyone in the that watch the video, we'll all figure it out together. But you enter the locker. you get a jump scare and then you hit with that status, with the exposed effect for a certain amount of time. Like I said, Springtrap gets that sound cue, so he starts heading over there, but he doesn't know exactly where you are. He doesn't know exactly what locked, but he knows you're somewhere nearby. So you have to be careful until that status effect is gone. So next up, we have Mangle, specifically Phantom Mangle, of course. And what Phantom Mangle will do is she'll be hanging on ceiling. If there's a ceiling, she's gonna be on it. And what I mean by that, let me be more specific. She's not gonna be on any ceiling, but there will be one of her. So there's one Phantom Mangle, and let's say there's multiple houses or multiple buildings. She's gonna be on one of those ceilings, and you will be able to hear her. She'll make very clear audio noises when you're near her. So, and what she'll do is if you go under her, let's say you're walking around the house or something, or you're in the shack and you go under her, she'll jump scare you, and she'll either injure you. So if you're healthy, you'll be put in the injured state, or if you're already injured, you will get the deep wound, which of course you'll have to mend within a certain amount of time, or you will go down. The reason why I did this is because as I said before, it gives you that sense of panic. Like you're running away from Springtrap, he's chasing you, and you're about to run to the shack, which we all know survivors, y'all love to go to them shacks. So you run in, you're like, oh, here's now I can do a little bit more. But you start hearing that noise, that very distinct radio noise, and then you know she's there. What do? Do you try to loop him in a way that you won't run into her? Or do you just take the hit and start running? It gives you, as I said, it gives you that sense of panic. We have to make that split-second decision, like, what are you going to do, and how are you going to survive this? Now, last but not least, we got the limpin' boy Freddy. Now, Phantom Freddy is potentially the most dangerous, but the most easiest to get away from. He will walk very slow. You might not even be able to call it walking, basically limping because he only has one leg. So he'll be hopping around the map just like Chica and Foxy. But he walks fairly slowly. Maybe about at zombie speed from like Nemesis' zombie, maybe around like that speed. And he'll just be walking, but he will always be going after someone. So he's walking, but he is walking towards somebody. He is chasing or he is hunting someone, but he has to slowly limp his way over there. And it will change. Let's say, and I'm not sure if we should do it by the farthest, the medium, whoever's the closest. I'm not sure yet. I'm kind of leaning toward the closest person. So we'll kind of do it with that. But if you prefer it to be the furthest, just whenever I say closest, change it with furthest or medium or whatever. So you will start chasing the closest person to him. I say chase, but he will be limping toward the closest person to him. And if he gets you, you will go down. No matter what, if he hits you, you are going down. But I want to specify, because yes, I understand that seems very strong, but he is very slow. He's not going to sneak up on you because you're going to hear him limping. As I said, each one will have a certain sound. So you'll hear him coming 9 times out of 10. It'll just be that limp, and you'll hear like all the metallic and all that, and you'll hear him slowly creeping up, not creeping up, but you hear him slowly walking towards you. And if he gets you, you get jump scared and you are now down. Sound cue, same thing with all the other ones. And so you have to that's that another state of panic. Alright, let's say you're doing a generator, but it doesn't have Balloon Boy. But then you think, okay, where is Freddy? And you have to keep on listening because you're doing that generator, but you have to make sure to listen too. And you have to make sure to be listening for that Freddy, which you will be able to hear him. I don't want to be quiet. I really don't want to be quiet. I think that's unfair. If I'm gonna make someone that can one-shot survivors, one-shot survivors, then I think it's fair to make him pretty obvious since he has such a OP ability. So you better hear him coming. But if he does get you, and he does somehow, some way get you with that jump scare, you're going down. Alright, that'll be it for today's video. I really do hope you guys enjoyed. I try to do as much research, but I try to do what I can. I try to implement as much as I can. I really did try to make it fair to survivors too, but I didn't want him to just be a killer that is there. I didn't want to be a Freddy, you know what I mean? Or the twins that's like no one ever plays them. I want him to be new and refreshing for everybody. I want him to introduce, as I said, that fear into the game, which I'm sorry, but I personally feel like if you're healing and you're going up against a Springtrap, you're gonna be scared because you don't know where Chica is. And you're gonna slowly hear her running up on you, just do. and you're gonna be trying to heal, trying to heal, trying to heal. I feel like that stuff is what Dead by Daylight should be. A little bit of scariness, you know what I mean? I just feel like he could be a nice introduction to the game with some ability at least similar to this. If you disagree, let me know in the comments why. If you want to make little changes, let me know in the comments what you would like to change. If you want to make your own video and use this information but expand upon it, please do. I really want people to talk about this a little more because I've only seen one video on this and I just do not feel like it does justice to Springtrap or the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. Not dogging it on the people who made it, because they put a lot of effort into that, and I'm really, really grateful they did because it even made people want him more. But for it to be Springtrap, I don't feel like the character they created is really Springtrap. It is just another killer because you could literally put a Michael Myers built dude with I don't know what, just a suit on and give him that ability and it would work just as well as with Springtrap. I just don't feel like it is a Springtrap. It is a Springtrap ability. His weapon doesn't really make sense for Springtrap. I just don't feel like it was Springtrap. So as I said, I tried and this is what I came up with. And let me give a huge shout out to Rex Films. They let me use some of their images that they had done in this video, like the one you see right now. They let me use this. I asked them, they were super generous. They said, yes, you can. So I'm going to leave their YouTube channel and their Twitter in the description below. Make sure to check them out. Now, I hope you all have a wonderful, fantastic, amazing day, night, month, year. I hope you have an amazing rest of your life. And I'll see all you lovely people in the next video. Peace out.
Inside lane, missing exits, glued to the pavement. Between the lines, I'll keep my gaze straight ahead as the last stop flies by. No more waiting for the gun to fire. No more walking through revolving doors. I've gone